right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another vVv Gaming's draft event that we host here every Sunday. Past 2 weeks, we've actually taken a little bit of a break. We switched over to a new platform called xpulse.com that has allowed us to pick up a lot of new players that want to come in here and compete together. And hopefully we're going to have some awesome games for you guys going into this evening. And we do have a 5-minute delay on the stream this evening. So if you guys are a little bit confused about that sitting down in the chat, don't you guys worry about it, as I'm going to announce that we are live right now for us, so we can get going in here and have ourselves some good time tonight and get ourselves some chicken dinners. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening as you guys start to head in to the first day of the week going into Monday. Now, if you guys are not familiar with what we do here at vVv Gaming, currently for PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, we host 3 events a week. On Wednesdays, I do custom game modes where I host different events like snipers only and things like that. On Fridays, we have the Armageddon series where you have signups of, oh no, did he get left there? Oh, there's not much I can do about that if he got left there. Did he DC? We'll have to find out. But Armageddon series is a squad sign up that you guys can participate in. If you guys would like to sign your squads up, we're going into the finals next week. And let's hop into the plane and follow the guys who won that last season, Tempo Storm, as you have your boy Dre actually getting Valiant, his teammate, in the draft. Somebody not counterpicking that. As we already have about half the plane jumping out. Many opted to go towards Yasnaya, it seems. Maybe some are going to head up towards our new spot on the map, Kameshki. Had a really big update that came out the past few days. Had a lot more stuff added over here to the mines, or the quarry, if you call it that. We've had a lot of stuff added up here to Stalber and this whole general area, including a new city called Kameshki. And we've had 2 guns that have, one gun that's had a little bit of a change, and another gun that's added, the new Mini 14. So hopefully we can get ourselves some sick Mini 14 action, as this is the first time I've gotten to cast somebody potentially using that gun. I am really, really looking forward to it, I gotta say. So we're gonna follow non-developers. He jumps down in here into Yasnaya. Gonna go inside this house, look around, see if they can find themselves some goods. Find themselves a sickle and a grenade. It looks like a smoke grenade. If you guys didn't know, the new grenade system is a little bit different as well. You can actually run and jump, and that will change and affect how your grenades are actually tossed and thrown. And you can also pull the pins on your grenades now as well. So some really cool new features. Some really awesome stuff that they've been developing into this game to make this a better situation. Let's head over to the map and check out and see what we've got from an aerial perspective here, as we have many players jumping out all over the place. Another player being AFK. And now the circle actually heading up towards Kameshki. And why don't we go get a look at that new city, in case if people around here are not too familiar with it. Getting some low frames as we are in the earlier parts of this game right now. Hoping those will catch up a little bit as the game smooths out. We avoid the cities a little bit here as we go into some of the later parts of the game. Thought we might change a little settings here, but we'll keep it the way we are. Looks like Winning Charity is going to run inside and try to find himself a gun. Has nothing yet. Does find a pan and a level 1 helmet. I don't believe he has any armor on, as you can see the user interface at the bottom. Well, actually, no, you probably can't because the overlay is there. I'm actually going to switch that overlay next week and move it to the top side. So that way we can actually have a little bit of a view here. Rusky just knocked somebody out with an M16 in the background. Let's head over there and see what we got going on. Smarty631 is down. Squad mates are here at Pachinki with him, and they're going to get themselves in a bit of a tussle, starting off our first potential kill of the game. Smarty is still inside here. It looks like Yay Turtle is going to go in and try to get a revive off. Now possibly being pushed by All-Star and Nimble. Their squad coming over here from the south side, using this triple-story wall to kind of give themselves a better angle here. Rusky, I believe, is on the back side of that building. And see if we can get an aerial view, as you have Plethea across the street laying down some fire as well, I think. I'm not quite sure exactly who that is shooting. It looks like that was Hybrid across the street. And let's get down in there and see what we can witness. Many players often play in first person when they're inside these complexes now. Has to watch out back, and we are just cruising along here with 2 people already down. Rusky and Nimble are going to need to finish off these kills so they don't have any sort of information being given out. And Plethea on the other side of the wall needs to help their team and do something here. Let's see if we can make a play. All-Star trying to return some fire here at Plythe. Plythe's at the wall, holding his ground firm. All-Star and Mobetta Master, or Meta, are in a really tricky situation here. All-Star just runs right out across the street. I'm not quite sure if he didn't know he was there or not. It looks like Nimble and Rusky are also taking some return fire here inside this little complex. And Plythe's going to be down by Rusky 21. It looks like we already have some squad fights happening that are going to be very, very potentially damaging and even potentially wiping them out just moments here in our first game. Already getting some good action. Rusky 21 heading over towards Hybrid USA. Going to lay into him and try to do some more damage here. And Hybrid's just in a really bad spot as Nibble pushes up on him. Nibble's going to come around the wall. Gets double-barreled. And Mobetta is actually going to finish off the kill, allowing his teammates to get away a little bit scotch-free here. Now let's head up to the aerial view. It looks like we're going to maybe have some serious stuff happen over here at Georgepool as well. So let's check out what Donut Hole's got going on. Now, these players may not have ever played with each other. They may not have ever even seen each other in our Discord or in any game matches or other Discord. So who knows how these guys are going to play? Who knows who's going to come out on top? It's going to be extremely interesting. We've got players ranging from all types of ratings and KDs. Now, what we do is we take the players who prefer to be captains when they sign up. We organize them by them wanting to be captain. We take their rating and we organize it. And we then flip them upside down so that way the highest rating player gets the last pick. Now, the way the picking goes, it starts at the top, goes down to the bottom. The last player who gets to pick will pick twice. It'll go back up the pick order, and then it'll jump back down to the bottom and go up again, making it a fair pick to counterbalance the first picks that some of the other players get early on. Now, if a lot of these guys were to take the time and do their research, they could have picked up a pro player earlier today because Valiant didn't get picked up by your boy Dre, who was the last pick. Could have had a 2,800 rating player on your team. So I assure you, a little bit of research does pay off as we have Manga coming in. My apologies, I thought it was Mango. Ding Dong Donald holding down this rooftop, looking over at Manga and Donut. It looks like one of their players in there have taken some serious damage. They're going to have to med that up, but I think they're going to be okay as they are inside of a building, and it shouldn't be too difficult for them to do that. One squad's all the way over at hospital as well, as we have, I think, four squads here. Yep, you see the purple and then that magenta color over there with green, and then another squad over at hospital. And it looks like the magenta squad here is spread out very far. We do see a UAZ parked there by some of the buildings below, and it looks like the Donald is going to take some fire with an AKM. I'm not quite sure he's landed anything unless he was shooting down there at Maverick. I'm not quite sure, but we will have to see. Maverick Live does have a bit of health regen going on here, so he should be okay to get healed back up. Hopefully his armor didn't get too messed up there, as Donald is just strafing back and forth on this rooftop, trying to get himself into a better situation here to see if he can get a kill. Donald might just want to jump off this building and move on out of here. Looks like the team is holding down the apartment just next to him. One's looking while three loot. Common strategy to get one person fully geared and let them kind of be the one who peeks around, so that way 4 people aren't looting. That way you've, you know, one person with eyes on the sky, and the rest of the players are out actually trying to get themselves some gear to get into the later portions of the game. Now, potentially, we have a fight happening over here. It looks like we have taken some damage that we have not healed up, but it looks like Nimble just hasn't healed up yet. Thought maybe we had another squad coming in here, and we are getting some seriously stutter problems. And of course, the second we leave the Donald, of course, why wouldn't he shoot somebody the second we leave? Seems to be how the world works sometimes, and I don't know if we can actually jump over there to Donald, and it looks like we're going to be able to. Donald holding down here at the wall. He's now going to run over across the street. Looks like Donald flanking over to the eastern side of these buildings, wanting to push in and possibly eliminate some teammates of the enemy here. They are now tagging Donut Hole, and he's going to need to run back into his building and hang out with Manga for a second and kind of chill out here for a little bit. Med up as their teammates are still split out on the northern side of the South Georgepool here. We now have Elo and Ding pushing into this compound as Donut and Manga are in a very bad situation. Let's head upstairs and see if we can see what they're witnessing inside this complex. We have a grenade being thrown. It looks like Donut Hole is going to be down. Elo Terrace is going to push in from the backside. My apologies. And now he's getting tagged from somewhere else. It looks like Elo's going to push in, finish Manga and Ecstasy. Or my apologies, Manga and Donut. And we have now had a couple players die over here by South Georgeport. Looks like we've got ourselves a Tommy gun, 2 Tommy guns up there at the hospital. Great little place to loot. Kind of hard for 4 people sometimes. But it looks like these guys have wiped out most of their competition over here in South Georgeport. And I think they're going to be in a pretty good situation to go on later into this game. So now I want to head over here and check out what we got in some of these care packages. It looks like we've had some care packages fall from the sky. And man, our game is being a little buggy today. Groza with 90 bullets, a ghillie suit, level 3 vest, and a painkiller. Now a developer just knocking out your boy Dre and killing your boy Dre. Can we head over to where that was happening? I'm not quite sure we're going to be able to find them on the map here. Looks like not a developer might have killed your boy Dre, as your boy Dre looks like he was away from his team, kind of doing his own thing. Donald is still knocking people down in the background. And we are stuck in this mode, unfortunately. The camera will not get out of there. We could not go into free look there, and we are back at it. Let's head over to Rozhawk and check out what we've got going on. It looks like Elo Terrace just finished off with a couple more guys over there by Georgepool, and I think they're going to be scotch-free now as they potentially head out of there. Looks like the guys at Hospital are heading out as well. And I think we are down to just having a couple guys here left in the squad. Is there 3 left here? Looks like we do have 3 left. Little Texture's having a little bit of issues loading in there today. Let's see if we can just bump some things down here. And give ourselves a little bit more. A little bit more frames, potentially. For some reason, this game is not running the way it usually does. Usually we pull near 60 frames quite often. Today it seems like the game is having a little bit of trouble wanting to keep up. We'll have to restart this game afterwards. We did open it just before. So you know, sometimes you just gotta work with what you got. Knowing that a game is in early access, it's gonna be a little buggy. It's gonna take a little bit of time. Pimp Trick is lighting up a squad that's headed down towards the north past these guys right across on the road. Unfortunately, not able to get the kill that they were looking for. It looks like they are going to head on out, possibly push over towards Ruins. Unfortunately, they aren't going to be able to secure themselves a kill there, as we now have the circle starting to come down, still moving relatively slow. We aren't going to see too much collapsing here on this circle. It looks like we're getting a squad fight right below us. It looks like Elo Terrace just killed those guys with a vehicle explosion as they tried to go behind the wizard tower there. They're going to head over there and get themselves some loot. Going to be in good hands now. Ding Dog Donald and their team doing a great job of holding down over here at Georgeport, and now they're going to fly over towards the water and loot these guys who are out here in the middle of the road and hope they do not get shot for it. Big smoke trail coming off that vehicle. Going to be in a great position here to loot. Going to get themselves some good stuff and get on out of there. So we have another care package flying over from above. And let's head over the map. Not quite sure who we're going to run into next here. Looks like we've already got squads over here fighting by the Pachinki houses. Let's head down and see what Dazik is doing. He is down at the tree. Teammates are behind him to try to get him up. UAZ is slowly pushing up. If they blow this UAZ up, it could potentially blow up right next to him, but they do shoot the tires out of it, and now it is rolling down the hill right at these guys. I'm not sure if you guys are witnessing this with me, but look at that. Look at it go. Let's turn the X on so you guys can see where these players are inside the house. We've got 2 guys upstairs, 2 downstairs using the cars for cover. 1 getting revived here at the tree as we have another playing the Valiant it is. Playing down here in his first person, looking down his scope, trying to get some kills here on their team. It looks like Kraken, C4D, Skull Ninja, and Juan Solo are not in the greatest position here, especially if they can get some of these tires eliminated. Not going to be able to just hop in those vehicles and get out of there, and they are going to have to come towards Valiant, but the circle has blessed them both, as it is not far at all. So this engagement is going to be able to happen for quite a while. Valiant, very skilled player. We're going to be very interested to see how he handles this situation. Looking around, making sure nobody else is hearing the gunshots and pushing in on them. Going to take some return fire from the top floor of the building, it looks like, as they are peeking out, trying to lean. It looks like Elo just knocked somebody else out in the background. We've got so many fights going on. It looks like Elo just knocked him out from across the street. We got care packages dropping like crazy. I assure you I did not up the care package limit at all either. And now we're going to have multiple people potentially wanting this care package, but I don't think they're going to actually be able to go for it. We got Rico being down at the tree as well, and it's going to be up to HC Rewind to kind of finish this off for his team as they're in a bad spot. He is going to try to get the revive off. It looks like Anderson S is probably going to get tagged here and be out, unfortunately. Not going to be able to revive. Not going to be able to to live after those guys split up on you and spread out. Looks like we've still got a 3v4. Mike was knocked outside of play zone. Might have been one of the guys who was an extra. And now we've got Tyrannus getting knocked down with an SKS by Elo. Elo just doing some work over there. Absolutely wrecking these guys here at the Rocks in a very, very bad position, using the high ground advantage. And now he's got himself a care package. What did he get? Doesn't look like he's picked anything up. Might have picked up it 8 times. Maybe he didn't want what was in it. And of course it was a Kar 98. He's opting to keep his SKS. Many believe that gun should be taken out of the care packages. Let us know in chat what you guys think, as I agree. If it's on the map, it should not be in a care package. That's just my opinion. Skull Ninja now pushing up towards this tree. Wanted to make sure we weren't missing any sort of action elsewhere. It looks like we have come back just in the right amount of time. Skull Ninja. Tyrannus is drowned in the water, actually. The fight that we were just witnessing. Skull Ninja is right here on the other side of this cliff. Valiant's going to fall back, knowing that he's trying to get flanked to the left here. If he could, wow, getting shot in the pan, as you can hear the pan ricocheting the bullet. Valiant running up to the top of the mound now, getting tagged a couple more times. He's going to make it back to the rock, and he is going to bandage up, eliminating that flank from the side that he was potentially about to be in just moments ago. As you hear so many squads fighting here now. Pickler just kill. Oh no, Pickler just hit Pickler with his own vehicle. What? He knocked himself out. Just going to look confused about what just happened there. And now these guys are having to push out into this compound, and C4D is going to get wrecked by Valiant. Dazex is peeking around the right side of the tree, does have a Kar 98. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Crayon down there, or Kraken just knocked out Papa. So actually they are in a little bit of a stalemate here with a double down. Each team has to get one of their players up before this circle moves here in about 3 seconds, or else they are not going to possibly be able to med. That's a very, very tricky situation for Dazex and Valiant. Although they are going to get another down. Juan Solo is going to be down at the house as well. Valiant is going to be the guy who's holding out and trying to win for them. And Valiant goes down, making a very bold play to try to leave the tree and get a better angle on these guys. So some of the best players in the game, literally Valiant is one of the best players in the game, going down here early in one of our squad tournaments. FPS is picking up a little bit now. Less people are using vehicles to travel around. The FPS likes to tank a lot when we have a lot of cars coming in. Look at that. They're just going to mosey on out of there as the UAZ is going to chunk him up. Papa Flam being downed again. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be able to get this revive off. Is he going to make it there in just the time? He dies. Actually going for Valiant. Valiant is going to make it up and be alive. Let's head on out of here and see what else we witness. Now this squad just pulled in right in front of another guy. We've got people playing first person as they definitely prefer it. C4D is Skull Ninja. Let's take the name tags off so they can see. They have no idea there's people behind them. They're about to get lit up by a squad behind them. They are now scrambling as it is a 3 versus 2 situation. They're going to be down. It is now a 1 versus 1. If this 1 versus 1 goes bad, it's going to be up to the last teammate up here on the top side of the hill to eliminate this 4th player. As we have Kraken eliminating 2 guys. No, eliminating his down. Rusky and MOBA are going to get the finish, and they now have killed 4 players. As you can see, Valiant and Dazex pushing in right over there to the south, heading in as well. And let's head back over to the aerial view of the map as many players are coming in closer to each other now, going in towards the later stages of the game. And man, bunch of action we had over here by the Pachinki houses. Glad we were able to see all that. And let's head over here and see if we're going to witness any sort of other engagements, as the north side of the map is seemingly where everyone is having to push now, coming across the bridges and eventually possibly even having to make it across from Rozhok, as we will find out here in just a few moments when the new circle lands. Looks like Adina has just killed somebody with an M4. I'm not quite sure where this is happening at. I do not see any notifications for people. Looks like we're having some kills in the background. Now, this hill is a really great place to hold up here on the north side of Rozhok, and there's not that many squads here actually already, which is kind of surprising. We do have one driving over here towards these eastern complexes that have been a little bit renovated earlier on this week. Virus, Official T, Krish, and Ranger 4322. Do they only have 1 vehicle? It's not going to be good if they do. Nope, they do have 2 buggies and a bike. So Chris is going to have his own motorbike to take up here to this complex. And they might just run into another squad here if they're not careful. Let's follow these cars as they head up over here, going over the mountain. It looks like the other squad is taken out as well. Now, this is exactly where our frames drop. You see all these vehicles driving in the same area. And this is what makes frames die. Virus is going to hop out and try to get himself a kill here as many vehicles are going across. That is exactly how I have my extended mag in my weapon. Definitely how all firearms operate if you guys were not familiar with this. And what is happening is everyone is coming to the same Rozhok buildings. Look at this madness we have ensuing. Chewy 49, Coyote Arm, and the Cardmaster are holding this roof in this complex. And they're going to be in a great situation to do some work here. Pimptrix, Vojillo, and the rest of their teams are up there on the top by the warehouse. Also doing quite well. We are on a little bit of squad stalemates here. Vojillo does have the new M14. Might be able to get ourselves some good shots off with this bad boy. And it looks like their teammates are taking some good fire up here off the top of the hill. And Ding Dong Donald just knocks somebody out and finish off a squad over here north. Now, when these games start picking up, we are going to run into the situation where we are not going to be able to see every fight at once. We don't want to jump around the game too much and kill it. So, definitely something that we don't want to do. We'll make sure we restart our PUBG. It looks like we're getting some bouncy frames here today, guys. I do not know why. Once again, I apologize for that. We'll have a look at it here in our break after this and see if we can get it fixed up. We usually don't have these kind of issues, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. But we will have a look at it here just in a moment. Still many players down at Rozhok holding this down together. Say about 10 or 12 people in here. Oh my gosh, 2 more squads right behind each other. Trying to show you guys the aerial view so you can witness the players going down as they go down. Proximus Blackfin running out of ammo, taking some fire with the MK14. And Squad knocking down Tavik. Tavik down behind the wall. Teammates are going to have to come out and push him. Yeti, seeding level up. Twitch, Skizmi. Is that how you say that? Skizmi. Tanuk Ma'ai is going to possibly be down here with a Groza. Looks like a teammate, Senpai Bang, is going to be the last one alive here to make a play out of this situation. Now he needs to push in. It looks like only 1 player from the other squad is down on the inside of the complex. And I think Tanuk Ma'ai is going to... Wow, gets tagged with a grenade there. That grenade almost finishing him off. Very unfortunate. Looks like Skizmini is going to run around to the side of the complex and hopefully get a better flank on these guys, as he knows they are trying to get a revive off. And as he pops around, he is going to get the down again, and they are going to be out, unfortunately. Now, they did have a Groza and a Gillisuke, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that was the guys who picked up the care package that dropped right there. And it looks like we've got 2 squads here at school. Jake BMX with Captain upstairs holding this angle, hoping that nobody comes in. Not quite sure what they're going to be able to do about this. They are just in a tricky situation right now. You can hear many shots going off over here at Rozhok as well. I'm trying to show you guys all the action. Very, very hard to keep up when so many things are going on everywhere. JPMX lean out the window. Does have a grenade flying up the stairs. Looks like Big Durs is on the team, though. Across the way there. Might be able to do something to help him with Kaikwai. What are these names? Where do you guys come up with this stuff? Valiant has knocked out Mobeta Meta with a headshot. Looks like Big Durs is going to knock out LNT PNG as we go into a little bit of madness ensuing here at the pool house at school. Maniacal trying to hold out here as Jake BMX is hanging out inside. Big Durs still helping from across the way. Kaikwai is going to go downstairs and get a revive off as Jake is still holding this tight angle. Rusky just knocked out Valiant with an M4 in the background. And it looks like Manacle is not going to move. I'm not quite sure if he knew that grenade went. It does. Dazik killed Rusky 21. And it looks like Dazik might be able to get the revive off on Valiant in the background here. Rusko finally killed Valiant. He's not going to be able to do. Valiant going down earlier, taking a lot more damage as it subsides here later in the game. And it looks like Soup and Not a Developer are going to get lit up by Big Durs as they try to come into the pool house, not knowing that there are already 2 squads in here fighting it out. Jake BMX still trying to do his own. And he's trying to jump out the window now. He wants to leave. Maniacal now realize that they are not alone. Their Coyote arm just getting knocked out. And another squad pulling up as we have just school madness happening over here. What is going on? Ding Dong Donald. Everybody just wanted to run into the side doors. Big Durs is just going to light up a whole freaking squad. Are you kidding me? Woo! We have a crazy amount of stuff going on here. And it looks like Curso is the only guy on the outside of the wall. I'm trying to show you an angle from everywhere here as we have many players. Jake is upstairs going against Maniacal. Looks like he's about to be pushed. He is being pushed. Jake is going to be down. Unfortunately, I don't think Big Durs and Antimoni are going to be able to help him as we have crazy amounts of fighting here happening at Rozhok. Jake is going to get finished off. Maniacal is going to get revived. Squads are fighting here at Rozhok as well. The madness is ensuing. People are pushing into each other, going crazy. School is also having some more engagements going on. Don't think they ever really stopped, honestly. Broxy, Doxy, Soup, and Mini Fridge Jr. holding down this back little alley. They need to get out of there. That's a terrible situation to be. There's not much you can do out there. And Kai Kwai is going to be down by Biggers again, right through the window, needing to go down the stairs. I'm not quite sure if the teams are going to be able to get out or revive on here, as we have an entire squad being wiped out by Kadub and their team over here. We're going to stay in school and watch Big Dong Donald move the vehicle. As you saw what he did, he hopped in, pulled it up some, so that way they could get back in it if need be. Possibly not knowing that there's guys just right over this wall in front of him. Mini Fridge Jr. and Soup could potentially see Ding Dong Donald now being seen by Mini Fridge. Donald flanking around. Fridge and Soup are going to have to go inside. It looks like Broxy Doxy is going to be down. He is going down fast as you watch his health diminishing there extremely quickly. We have a fight going on up here on top of the hilltop. Mini 14 just wrecking with that sound. As he's looking for official CT, popping behind the trees. He's going to get the good headshots with that. He does get one tag. Very, very good. Official's going to have to med up now. Wanted to make sure we weren't missing any fights. We've been watching the guys at school for quite a while. Mini Fridge is knocking out Donald. Everyone's going down at school. Got so many fights going on as this giant cluster of people over here have run into each other and now tried to eliminate, as we have multiple squad downs happening at once. Soup is not in a very good position here. Curso is probably just going to jump over the wall or shoot him exactly like that. And now Mini Fridge Jr. getting up Twitch. Not in a good situation here to do something about this, as he barely makes it back inside. Soup is going to be probably down here for good. I don't see how they're going to be able to go outside and get him. Elo Terrace is just going to push in and kill Soup if he does try to stay up there. 3 guys hanging out on the outside of the wall here. Just barely able to look over. Not a developer. Not able to get his revive off on his teammate. And Big Dong Dog, or yeah, Ding Dong. Big Dong Donald. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. Ding Dong Donald. This is why I don't like your names, guys. He's going to continue doing what he's doing over at school. Now that entire squad being wiped off over on the hill, on the hill. As Dazex is the last one alive of his teammate hanging out here by the tree. And let's head back to school and see what we've got going on here. Now, it looks like LNT is inside that complex by himself. Teammates are nowhere to be found. I don't think that there are any left for him. LNT is just waiting. He jumped over into a very nice spot out here at the pool house. Now going to flank around, potentially go to a completely opposite side of the building so everybody doesn't know exactly where he went. Looks like he's playing extremely sneaky as he does get it down. Not trying to go for the finish here, though. Kurzo, Elo, and Ding Dong are outside with Dazex looking at it with a Car 98. I wouldn't be surprised if Dazex knocks one of them out here any second, as he sees them potentially going into the vehicle to get on out of here. Elo Terrace is going to get the kill on LNT PNG. LNT not paying attention, watching the outside, as there was a player there ready to kill him, and that is Elo Terrace. Now, not a developer, does get his heals off, is feeling a little bit better. He's going to have some more room to do some things with that kind of health. Not going to be able to run around and get one tapped. So opting to med up before they make any more decisions here. Always the smartest decision in player unknown battlegrounds. And the circle has come down here on the school. Davila all by themselves over there in the double decker. Not in the best of situations here. Bohio, Pimptrix, Cyberkernel, and Pidgey are all pushing in extremely late as we go into 26 people left alive. I feel like that's a lot of people for this little circle. I feel like that's a lot of people. So Pimptrix, don't think he was the one taking the shots. Looks like the Mini 14 is going to rain over on Big Ners and see if they can get a kill. Looks like he just needs to get one more little tap on him, and he might be able to get that. All players seemingly being inside the circle now. Circle did come down outside of school, it looks like. They are going to have to push over towards apartments. Car 98 holding the hill. And now these guys are going to have to push in. 25 people left alive. Small circle. You got to go in towards apartments. I think there's only 1 or 2 little buildings that are going to be in here in a moment. Davila is going to get pushed here insanely fast. And you know what? He is upstairs ready to jump out that window. It looks like Big Durs is taking some fire as well. Now, I'm not quite sure these guys even know they're in here. We do have a Mini 14 and a Car 98 shooting from this rooftop. Let's see if we can get ourselves some action with them. Not quite sure they're going to be able to get themselves any downs. We do have 2 squads pushed over to the top side of the hill now as well. And it looks like Winning Charity is looking right at those guys. Is going to hide behind the wall here. Needs to get their teammate up. They've got 35 seconds, and that circle is going to hurt. They don't have to go far, but that will be a very, very painful circle. is going to be where all the action happens. Everyone here coming to get an education. Many guys hanging out here inside this little truck, trying to use the cover. As that will be in here momentarily. Antimony, OP, Bigders, Vojillo, all these guys are down over here. So many people going down. Mini 14 shooting out from the side of this house as well. El Mandelo might have just gotten himself a down or a kill. It doesn't look like it though, actually. He's shooting the actual bars of the windows there. Absolutely unfortunate when that happens. Cyber Colonel just got knocked out with an SKS, as you can hear the shots reigning supreme. Let's witness this absolute madness as Popsicles is going down. Winning Charity is down. Proximus Blackfin is going to die. And you can see he's medding over there, I believe. Looks like he's trying to use a med kit or a first aid or something. We've got so many people left alive in here. Is he reviving through the truck? That is crazy. That I did not know you could do. Learn something new every day. Bigder's still on the roof. Solo's definitely seen somebody push in. Squad Stomper is probably not going to make it to the tree, and he does. As you now have these guys getting lit up from the complex indoors. Over here at school. Kurzo going down. Ding Dong is going to be the last one left with Elo Terrorists hanging out inside school. This entire squad over here is going to get wiped as we go down to 9 players left alive. 4 squads are left. Proxos Blackfin opting to just stay outside the circle and just continuously heal for as long as he can. He's going to stop every time he gets down to low HP, and he's going to start using a first aid kit. As you can see him slowly making it inside the circle. Not quite sure how many meds he has, but it's going to be up to him to use them all to get himself inside the circle and last a little bit longer. I think he's just going to stand there and try to heal and try to get his team into the highest place possible. He does use another one. Now Developer getting outside the window, trying to fire at Elo Terrace. Elo's going to lay down. And Proximus is still alive. I'm not quite sure how many meds this guy had, but Proximus is still alive. And now he finally dies. 7 players left. 2 inside the truck or here. Elo Terrace pushed over on Mini Fridge. Mini Fridge, using the car for cover, is going to get downed. Elo Terrace, I don't think, has any idea that there's guys looking at him from behind either. There's an entire squad of guys right out here by the field. One of them now sees him. Elo Terrace pushing out into the field right where they all are, and that is going to be it for them. Now I'm pretty sure this is going to come down to not a developer in a 1v3 situation. So unfortunately not the best. But what are you going to do in PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds? The only thing you can do is adapt and try to survive. Developer is going to need to run outside and get in the circle, opting to not die inside the wall, and I think the developer is going to go down, unfortunately. And that is it for our game 1 of the evening, as we pop off some screenshots so we can tally up these scores for the players here when the evening is done. So what a first game we had. We had a little bit of lag spiking issues there. It was a little bit glitchy for people at some times, but it stabled out towards the end of the game there. I know with 70, 80 players in the game, they start to be the servers start to be a little shaky. So we'll go ahead and restart the PUBG. We're going to get the next lobby going. And in the meantime, just to give a big shout out to Match Reno. These guys are a crowdfunding platform that we use to raise all the donations here at vVv. Our current code is vVv177, and it works with the link that we have in chat going with the MooBot right now. Be sure to head over there, donate $1 for free. It is absolutely no cost to you. All you guys need is a Gmail, Twitter, or a Twitch account, and you can donate. Absolutely easy. Great little platform. Be sure to check them out. And I'd also like to give a big shout out to Outfox. These guys have made a wonderful little application which will allow you guys to get better ping and potentially win more 1v1 situations in PUBG. Now, that isn't a gimmick. It is actually an application that will do exactly what they say. Does it pretty dang well, I would say. I run it quite often when I'm playing myself. And it's just a great little tool. Be sure to go to our website at vvv-gaming.com/Outfox. And you guys can get your free download link today. And be on to possibly winning some more 1v1s with some better connectivity. So, the next game I'm going to do is Foggy. We're going to go ahead and get it set up. And we'll be right back into this thing here momentarily as we go into game 2 of tonight's draft series. Stay tuned. We'll be back here very shortly. And I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I'll leave you guys with some Monster Cat music here as well. And if you guys would like to join in on these, be sure to head over to our Discord, discord.gg/vvv-gaming. vvv-gaming. And you guys can get in on the action as well. Now, these drafts are all done through xpulse.com. So is the Armageddon series, and the Wednesday custom games are just open to the public. So feel free to stop in the Discord, say hello to some guys. It's a great place to meet guys and gals who want to play this game and have more fun. And I hope to see you guys in the server soon. Let's head over to the intermission now and get you guys some Monster Cat music going. We'll be back here momentarily with round 2. Stay tuned. Spooky. Now, all jokes aside, we do have ourselves a fog game, ladies and gentlemen, for going... Oh, my goodness. I've never seen it in spectator mode. Oh, my goodness. Would you look at that? Well, this is going to be... well, yeah. It's going to be. That's what I can say. Oh, man, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. All right, thank you, Bluehole, for making the easiest spectating job on the planet for us. We greatly appreciate it as we now go into a fog game for game 2. And I think we're going to have to make sure our little yellow outline thing is on for this game, as it is going to help us tremendously going in to seeing what is actually going on here. And game 2 for our vVv Gaming's draft series that we do every Sunday, now hosted on xpulse.com. Next week, we're actually going to do the registration process and the check-in process on the website. So you're actually going to click check-in during the registration process and do it all on the website. And hopefully it'll even make things go a little faster than they did this week. I didn't want to switch over, you know, everything at once and make it such a big change, because I know a lot of you guys are still used to just checking in for the draft. So I wanted to leave that set up until we at least got you guys using Xpulse. Now that you're familiar with that, I will implement the next stage, which is using it for check-ins as well. Hope you guys have had a good time watching this evening. I apologize for our frames issue last time. It looks like we're back up to 66 frames now. I have no idea what was making us tank so hard last game. Don't know if it was our connection to whatever server we were in or what. But we should be good to go as we head back into the plane, dumping frames as we hop up here with 68 people. Had a few guys leave. Some of the teams have paired up because they only had 2 left or 1 left in their squads. We've got a couple mismatched squads. You might see some players playing with different people this time. Wanted to make sure that everybody had a fair chance to have fun with this game. As we are now jumping over. Looks like our plane was heading from the east to the west at a southern grade. Got people already jumping out over to Kameshki, and let's follow them down as we check out this insanely weird, foggy atmosphere that this game has developed for us. Herion, or heroin, Herion? Definitely not heroin. That's not how you spell that, but Herion. Making it impossible for me to say people's names today. As he lands into Kameshki, and let's follow him around and check out his first bit of looting. Looks like Yeti all the way over there is taking about 60% damage off in the distance. Looks like he fell and took some serious blunt force trauma as he fell out of that plane. That is something that will happen in this game every now and then. Looks like we're going to find ourselves an M16, a level 2 vest, and a level 1 helmet. Going to run around. Kameshki does have themselves a little buggy here, so they can find themselves another vehicle that will fit the whole team. I believe there might only be 3 players here together. Looks like Eternal being the 4th, jumping over here to the northern side, opting to possibly just go around and just loot some of the smaller complexes to get some gear and get their items for the evening. Here for game 2. Love this foggy game mode. I'm sure you guys are enjoying it a lot as well. Looks like Pickler has already got himself a Tommy gun here, and let's check out what we've got going on. Looks like we might run into something as we have 2 squads here in the same complex. We've already got ourselves an engagement going on. Tyrants, AC Rewind, not doing very good here as they don't even have a gun, I don't think. Boogie's outside this house as Rico goes upstairs to defend himself. Rico needs to hold a better angle here so he doesn't get eliminated early on. Does not have a helmet or a vest, so he needs to take care of himself. Knows that there's one guy still inside the house. Just waiting for them to push up the stairs and get themselves into a bad situation. Teammates are going to come in here momentarily to help. Now seeing that Rico ran to the other building outside the window, he might make a move here and start looting himself. Boogie and Time Bandit falling back. We do have a northern Kameshki style circle up here by the Stalber area, so everyone's going to have to move north eventually, but let's see what we've got going on here is Rikoko and Anderson S, I believe, have already eliminated a teammate over here, unless these guys are just in this game by themselves. Let's see what we've got going on. It looks like they do have a teammate, 2 teammates across the street. Your boy Dre just knocked out Leviathan's in the background. Looks like we've had a substitute come in for one of those guys, and Leviathan is down. Your boy Dre here at South George Pool, getting a good shot off on these guys, needing to med up now. Hopefully they both have some. Eloterra's doing a great job last game. Already getting knocked down relatively early by your boy Dre. Does run back inside the house, and this fog is just insanely creepy, and I love it. Guys are still fighting over here. Let's see what Time Bandit can do about this, as there's now an entire squad surrounding their building. Looks like they're going to get surrounded even quicker. Tyrannus and his teammate pushing up on the top side of the hill. Boogie and Time Bandit are not in a very good position here. They're going to have to really pull something out of their sleeves to make this one work. Not the worst situation if they could just get a couple downs, do a couple things to help themselves be in a better position here. And it looks like HC Rewind may have seen him through a window. They definitely hear each other, that's for sure. Time Bandit still looting. HC Rewind's going to push right in. Time Bandit had his sickle out. Gets ran right past it. He's going to go out and double barrel one of them. And I think he's going to get down here, unfortunately. He's reloading his double barrel. If he can just get it down, that would be amazing. And unfortunately, they are both going to die. Teammates are going to pick them up. We've got people falling down everywhere. Looks like we've got some other knockouts happening in the background. Eloterra's and Leviathan going down again, fighting the wrong squad, it seems. Your boy Dre is just rocking these guys from the windows right now. Ding Dong Donald is going to be down. And where is the teammate? It looks like the teammate, Curso, only has a pistol, and I don't think he's going to be able to come over here and help them. Dazlik's trying to jump over the wall and get a shotgun shot off on these guys. Looks like he's going to be able to get it as they eliminate all three of those guys. Your boy Dre getting 3 kills early on here in the game. Now, first place are going to give you 25 points. We just have a knockout? Oh, that was them. First place is going to give you 25 points. Second is going to give you 20. And third will give you guys 15 points for these games. So, essentially, if you just get a lot of kills and play insanely aggressive, you can come in 5th or 6th place and still do extremely well. MK14, looks like Crooks is going to be the one to get it. Does have an AR compensator in there as well, and a level 3 military vest. Medkit to heal up. Doesn't look like he's got a backpack to carry any of that stuff, but he is going to pick up the MK14. Did he take the level 3 vest, or did he already have one? He did. He took absolutely everything in that care package. Now feeling pretty good about himself as he runs over to his UAZ, and he can head on out of there feeling pretty good about that kind of gear they've got. Christian, their team down here at the military base, just opting to stay kind of far away. Let's head over and see if we can find some other interesting things happen. I want to head to Yasnaya, but I'm afraid the fog and everything is going to be a little too buggy over there. But let's go check it out. Looks like I can't click on names like that anymore. Did they remove that feature? Okay, I can't do that anymore. That was one of my favorite ways to travel around the map. Okay, apparently it still works, just not on that guy. And that is not at all who I clicked on. But thank you, game. We'll go ahead and see what Turtle's doing. It looks like they're going to catch up to their team. Let's get an aerial view of this map that we can't even see. As you can see the nameplate starting to spread out, you can see the difference in their placement on the map. Much, much harder to keep track of what everyone's doing in this situation. The fog is just very, very framey. It's just not a good situation, I don't think, but it will get better as time passes in this game. And Curzo, only player left alive of his team, is going to fall back here at George Pool, get himself some loot, try to find himself a vehicle probably, and get on out of there so they do not have to stick around for much longer. Valiant, Papa Fiam, Dazex, and your boy Dre. Papa Flame, Papa Fiam. I thought it was an I. Papa Flame. We're all holding out quite well over here. Are we going to see any bridge camping? I believe that's an entire squad together. So I want to show you the map here. We've got guys down here at Primors. One squad still over here at military base. Nobody camping bridges. I don't think a lot of people jumped over there to make that a very viable strat. Let's go see what Manga's doing. Manga's going to come in here with only a shotgun and a Tommy gun. Teammates might pick him up depending on what they're in. They are in a 3-seater vehicle. He might just hop on there, join the team. Looks like he's going to hop on and hop off. I love it when I do that. These guys are on a 3-seater bike. They could get shot off relatively easily. Let's watch them as they enter Yasnaya. Ooh, a little bit of a bump there. Doesn't flip over, though. Very fortunate for them to not flip there. It didn't look like anybody was looking in that direction, so I'm pretty sure they would have been okay. Now, if they stay on the road here, I wouldn't be surprised if they see this care package up here on the right. Oh, looks like they're going to just veer off to the left here right now. And Cyber Colonel is just waiting to light these guys up as they do start getting tagged. and they're going to hop out and fight this in a 1v3 situation, it looks like. I don't think any of his teammates are near. They are kind of over the hill there. And now you see him funneling over the hill to come help them. Develop Manga Donut Hole. Not in the worst spot here. They do just need to get a little bit of meds going, and they'll be just fine. Cyber Colonel is going to fall back, though, with his team. And doesn't look like he wants to fight that in a 1v3. I don't blame him. He definitely saw there was 3 people. He saw them all on the bike. Did get a couple good shots and unfortunately wasn't able to get all the bullets into the same person. So he isn't going to get one down. We do have an SKS looking into the complex, too. I'm not quite sure they can even really see that well, though. As Donut Hole, Mang, and Davila might try to hop onto their bike again. Looks like they backed it up so they could easily get away if needed. Now being pushed by the other squad. Tavik, Cyber, Yeti, and Senpai are all going to push up to this complex, and they're just going to bounce out, throwing smoke, and they're going to leave. The smoke with the fog makes a pretty good cover, and I think that they are going to be just fine getting out of there. Those would be some extremely lucky, hopeful shots if that happened. And Kameshki being the play of the day. Looks like Sudden Strikes with an MK14 over here. Also finding one himself. Not quite sure if he took that off the other gentleman who picked one up earlier. But I do not think we saw him die. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that was from a different care package. Now the circle's starting to come in. Virus is taking his time looting. I'm not quite sure if he's a part of the same squads. That's not who I was looking on. Looks like that is still bugged. And now it works. There we go. Virus is teammates with those guys. And I have no idea what he's doing staying here right now. Virus is going to try to run out of military base. Needs to head north and get back with his teams as we start going up to where potential fights are going to happen. And I cannot stand that that is not working anymore. Let's just head back up to Yasnaya area and see what these guys are up to now. Not a lot of action right now. I thought we'd run into a lot more squads fighting and pushing into each other. But it looks like they're trying to stay relatively far away from each other. And it looks like we've got another care package here by the water if we can get what's inside of it before he picks it up. M249 does have a ghillie suit too that might have been in there before we made it there. Find himself a ghillie suit and a very, very nice light machine gun to help his team go into the later stages of this game. Now the fog is just so tricky for the aerial views here. Many players still very, very spread out, taking complexes far away from each other. Tavik, Yeti, Senpai, all these guys going to a great complex. This is one of my favorite places on the map, as it does have a great high ground on the far side if you go over to the south. And a great little roofed house there to lay out and have a better angle. Now they're switching to go to the mansion. I'm not quite sure I like this play. They might have been fearful of that complex that they just ran to, as it is a very, very common spot for people to go and camp. Tavik 13 running without their gun out. Not quite sure if that's the smartest thing. And Donut Holders got knocked out in the background. See if we can head over there and check out what's going on. We've got squads fighting here. Davila is going against the cable guy. And it sounds like another car's coming up to help them. So they might get rolled up on here any second. Looks like Pickler's going to try to get tagged. Not quite sure if they're going to be able to do it. Davila is going to get killed. Unfortunately, that is not going to be a positive outcome for that squad. Now, Senpai Bang is going to go inside to this mansion complex and run into another squad. I'm not quite sure they know they're here. There is a vehicle that just pulled up, so that's going to make a lot of noise for the other guys. And I think that's a completely different squad, actually. Yep, that is. That's Jake BMX pulling up. He's going to stop and get right out of his car. And the second he stops, he's just going to get lit up. It looks like Jake is going to die from a car explosion. Oh, my goodness. All right, well. Picked the wrong complex to go to. Mansion always being a very popular spot for people to stop at. But Piptrick, Sudden, and their team holding it down very well. Looks like Crooks gave Sudden the MK14. Probably doesn't like that gun. That was Crooks that picked it up earlier. So, Cyber Colonel going to revive Yeti. Looks like they're going to be okay. Virus hit Virus with a vehicle. So, Virus just hopped out of a vehicle and downed himself. And he is far from his team, I'm pretty sure. I'm not quite sure where that happened. Oh, nope. Chris is going to be able to get him up. Looks like he must have jumped out of a vehicle. Vehicle explosion happening in the background. Kai Kwai absolutely wrecking a squad. It looks like coming up here by is Naya, and they are going to get themselves 4 loot boxes. And let's head back over to Mansion as it looks like Kimtriggs started to just eliminate the squad that was reviving at the tree, and it looks like it's going to be down to Senpai to do something about it. Senpai does revive just a little bit. Kill's going to get finished off MK14 and the looks like he's looting his friend's body there. It's all going to be down to Senpai, so let's get a first-person perspective on what he's got going here. He has no idea he's being shot from behind. And there's just nothing that he could have done to make that situation better. Now, 3 or 4 squads here by the water and the bridge. It looks like they've already camped one. They're going to do it again. One coming from the west. Dazix, Papa, Twitch, Skiz Mini, SKS Mini has no idea that he's about to run into some madness here. And now they might know they're there. Your boy Dre probably sees him. They saw him underneath the water. It looks like your boy Dre wants to get out of the water and shoot him. Valiant's already getting up out of the water. Now using the boat for cover. And man, I don't think SKS is going to be in a good situation here. And he's not. You know, he just wasn't. That wasn't a good situation. Now I'm kind of curious to see these guys push up out of the water into the gas station. It'd be a great little engagement here. Loving that Mini 14 as you heard that sound from that firing. Absolutely beautiful sounding weapon in this game. New little sniper rifle they added. Does take sniper rifle attachments. Insanely good firearm. Has almost no recoil. Thing's got to get nerfed. It's just nuts what that gun can do. First night I played with that game at a 9-kill solo game win. Played very well. Just very easy to get people killed with that gun, even if they're running away from you. And just shot at every person I saw that game. So Vox Populi and I Maniacal, Kakwai and LNT, easiest team names to say in the game. Maniacal. I Maniacal. I know there's some grammar guy in the chat right now just telling me how terrible I am for not pronouncing that. But sometimes we're in the heat of the moment. You read names, you just kind of read them as if they're fancy, and they're really not, you know? Vox is going to get lit up here. He needs to fall back behind the cover and live just for another second. And man, he just barely makes it back there with 1 HP. LNT's going to throw a grenade and try to do something for his team here, but I'm not quite sure they're going to be able to do much unless they can get a down or two. Vox Pop just needs the med. Zoom out here so we can see Valiant's flank. Valiant running way, way, way to the south. Kaikwai knowing that this is possibly something that's going to be happening here, and he's going to take shots at him. Valiant needs to get back behind the tree or he's going to be down. Valiant making an insanely aggressive play. I don't think he has any idea that Kaikwai is going to be looking at him in about 5 seconds here. Kaikwai is going to pop over this ridge and try to lay into him as well. Not quite sure if it's going to happen, but we will see. Valiant makes it back behind the ridge in a much better spot. Papa Flame is going to go down. Looks like Kaikwai knocks him out with the Mini 14. So many Mini 14s over here. Kaikwai is going to get killed and eliminated. So just like I thought, pushing into Kaikwai and their team, and they're not going to be able to do much about this. LNT was the captain choosing his team this evening. Valiant opting to flank insanely far away. Not quite sure. Kaikwai saw him go there. And your boy Dre and Dazik are just going to hang out inside this little hut and make sure that they are good. Not quite sure if they're even going to need to push on the next circle, so this fight could last for a lot longer than expected. Now, heading up to the north side of the road, your boy Dre and Dazik. They're going to be able to get a kill here before they leave. It looks like they're taking some fire. I'm not quite sure they're going to be able to do anything about this. And now Valiant's coming back to help his team. So 46 people left alive. We lost about 20 people there. And many of them are very, very, very close to each other up here on the Stalbert Hill. And the fog just showing you guys how difficult it is to actually see people with this new weather mode. Now Popsicles and their team are right above these guys, looking down on them. Looking over to the left. Skull Ninja, Juan Solo, Kraken, all hanging out on the low ground here. Winning Charity and Popsicles get one down. Does get Skull down. Now Winning Charity's going to get down himself. Proxus Blackfin needs to push up and help Popsicles. Looks like their team Spartacus is also going to fall up and try to do some work here. Winning needs to get revived by Popsicles, and Juan Solo has to go and potentially get Ninja as well, but Kraken could be the one to revive here while Juan holds the top of this ridge, but I'm not quite sure he's going to push up there. I don't even know how easy it would be to run up that. Looks like they are going to get a revive off, throwing smokes to make sure that their team can get up and be safe. Just outside the new circle, we're going to have many teams driving in towards each other right now. Looks like official CT and their team is going right past Curzo. And I don't think we're going to see anything coming from that specific fight up there. Now we're in the car being possibly blown up. Krishik being knocked down. Chris, a good friend of mine, unfortunately being knocked out of the vehicle as he goes driving through. And it looks like official CT is just going to have to keep driving. And that is exactly why you don't drive near complexes. Lesson learned, don't ever drive near complexes. There's always somebody going to be possibly camping him. This is never a good situation. Kraken's going to get down by Spartacus. Spartacus holding down the tree just to the west of him. And it looks like we've got another squad push up right behind these guys. As you can see, Rusty, Nimble, and Moba over there. Mobeta Meta. Juan Solo and Skull are in a very, very, very tricky situation here. Looks like Winning Charity had his grenade out like he was going to throw it for a second. Puts it away and gets his pan out instead. Popsicles just knocked out Juan Solo with a frag grenade. What a sick frag grenade that was. From behind the vehicle as well. Now it's up to Ninja. I don't think people know exactly where he is. It looks like Skull Ninja is going to be eliminated by Winning Charity. Charity's going to pop up, see him over the downside of the ridge, and light him up. Not quite sure where we're going to see our next engagement here, as we do have 40 players left alive. Might even happen over here. It may just happen from Cable Guy and the rest of his team as they start pushing in. Now, in a normal game, these guys would have been seen easy. In this situation, maybe not. Not quite sure they're going to see each other yet, so let's go ahead back to the aerial view and see if we can witness anybody over somewhere else getting into an engagement. Looks like official CT wanted to push up on these guys and get some redemption for his team. He knows they are right here at the rock. Here's one guy pushing right out. He's going to stand up. And unfortunately, he tries to light him up and gets a few shots in it. He's not going to be able to finish off his kill. Another guy coming on the side. He needs to not focus on finish his kill and kill the other guy. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get the kill that he was looking for. Very, very nice try, official CT. Very nice try, guys. And I can't click on anybody over there. So back to the air. As we're getting into Stalemate City with many squads just feet away from each other. Possibly with no clue that they are even there. Pimptrig's in his squad. Just inside the circle. Another one coming up from the south of them. They're going to be in together here just momentarily. I'm not quite sure if they're going to see each other. Sudden strikes hanging outside in a bush. Not the worst place to be. Now, they just need to look to the left here and see another squad push right in front of them. They just need to look to the left. But Mile High Storm and Mad Binksky, I don't think are really going to see them. Looks like they're not going to see him. They're going to run right by him. I thought maybe we'd hear some shots and they start lighting each other up, but I'm almost certain they're just going to keep running through. Now Maha and Matt Binsky might have seen them, but they're going to push up behind. Probably still be in a pretty good situation because of it. So many people are coming close to each other now. It's just a moment between when we are going to see some sort of engagement happen here. 38 people left alive. As many are starting to have to push into the hill now, as you see more than half of them outside the circle. Many of them here to the south. And I'm afraid to say that many people are going to be dropping like flies here in the next few minutes. Stick with our aerial view until we see some sort of engagement here, until we see some sort of fighting. I know you guys like to see the first person, but this is much easier now with the map not working the way it used to click on the guys who are actually in the engagement. And I want you guys to be able to see the tactics of how these guys are actually moving in on this circle. Everybody wants to play the edge. Nobody wants to be the target in the middle. Looks like somebody's getting knocked out here by Valiant. Mini Fridge Jr. getting knocked out by Valiant. Your boy Dre's push up with him. Dazek has no idea that non-developer and super behind him potentially. And your boy Dre is going to get tagged from behind by a completely unrelated squad. Non-developer finishing off Dazek with a headshot. And I believe it's up to Valiant, and they are down. So Tempo Storm, most of Tempo Storm, I should say. Some of the best players in the game going out early here in our second match of the evening, proving exactly why I love this game, because the average Joes can be just as good as the pros. All you need is a couple good engagements. That's why many players don't like the third person. I will be doing a first person next week for the draft. Like I said, I just try not to switch too many things on people at once. It makes them a little more difficult for them to adjust and pick up on all the new stuff. So as the weeks continue, we will turn these events into something a little more. And Hybrid USA just killed Kurzo. Kurzo was a solo player left by himself. 34 players left alive. Crooks does need to get revived by his team. Has himself a Mini 14. So that's going to be a good gun to keep. Definitely one that you don't want to lose. I believe we're going to be running into so many people here. Let's get an aerial view as we have multiple squads pushing in from plenty of different angles here. Rikoko, Pimptrix, Tyrannos all down. Anderson S over to the right. If he just gets tagged by these guys, not quite sure he's going to be able to do much with an Uzi though, as he's now slowly pushing in. Keeping an eye on the hill up here. And it looks like Prox's Blackfin is going to get a good elimination here, as many are still trying to get in from outside the circle. Plythe and Smarty. The rest of their team just barely make it inside. Anderson S is trying to get their teammate up. Looks like he's been shot right outside the circle. And now he's being pushed. Is he being pushed? What, was he talking to him or something? Why didn't he finish his kill? I don't understand what was going on there. I don't think Sudden Strikes has any clue. There's three guys. I mean, I think he knows that they're there, but I don't think they know that Sudden Strikes is right up there with an MK14. As he's pushing now right towards Spartacus, or Sudden is being pushed by Spartacus, I could say. And man, they don't even notice him yet. They literally haven't even seen him just hanging out in the grass, and I don't think he's going to even make a move yet. Wants the whole squad to potentially go right by him. Popsicles is looking right at him. Looks like he's going to maybe shoot him. Wow, he didn't even see him. The last person who has the potential to see him is Proximus Blackfin. Is he going to see him? Proximus pushing up. I'm not quite sure if he's going to see him. Wow, Sutton is just chilling here. No one has any clue that he's behind an entire squad. And I think that he's going to try to pull a grenade out. Yes, he is. He's going to pull the pin. He's going to pull the pin, and right when they go to get up, he's going to get his grenade kill. Looks like he's definitely going to finish that one off, and he hits all three of them with there. Are you kidding me? Spartacus knocked out from falling from the grenade, pushing him, and Sutton is just in a stealth mode engaged right now. He's going to wait for Popsicles to go for the revive, and as soon as he does, he's going to light him up. Oh my goodness. And the last guy is right over to the right, Proximus. Don't go down your scopes. You're messing up. Don't do it. There, right in front of you. Right in front of you. No! No! You messed up, Sutton. You could have had a whole squad wipe. I'm pretty sure you're still going to get your kills, because I don't think they're going to be able to get those guys up as this circle is pushed in. It is going to hurt. No! That was so close, Sutton. That was sick, though. That was very good. Back to an aerial view for you guys so you can see just how 24 people have chosen to spread out. And Yay Turtle just killed Popsicles with a Mini 14. Dropping us down to 23 left alive. Make sure that we can stay inside the circle here. Proximus Blackfin, I think, taking some serious damage. I'm not quite sure if he's going to go down for it, but it doesn't look like he's going to. Needs to med up. Arion surviving with literally a sliver of HP. 22 people left alive. What is going to happen? Two squads right on top of each other here at this mountain. What are we going to see? Eternal is pushing over. He's going to get down. Unfortunately, Cable Guy's going to get it down himself. Pushing over to possibly get up Hyde and Mike. If Hyde and Mike goes down here, it's not going to be a good situation. And unfortunately, he does not. Harryon needs to push up behind and try to get Hyde and Mike. Looks like he's trying to bait them. And Harryon, I think, is going to get eliminated. And there goes the squad. They are out. HC Rewind just hanging out dead center of the circle. I'm pretty sure he's by himself. Proximus getting eliminated as an entire squad pushes behind him. More engagements happening over here on the back side of the hill. Mini Fridge just killed I Maniacal. And we are already down to 15 people. That is the fastest 8 people dead ever. Tell you, man, people drop like flies in this game. You can't keep up with all of it. You never know what you're going to see and what you're going to be able to keep up with. And Soup, not a developer, Mini Fridge are going to flank around to this northern side. Hopefully getting into a better situation. And Kai Kwai is going to pay for it, as Mini Fridge has seen him out now with plenty of time to get a first aid off as well. Kai Kwai is going to be eliminated so that way he can't reveal information to the rest of his team. And unfortunately, they're going to have to push in now. And it sounds like people are taking some fire at them. Not quite sure who was shooting there. But it looks like they're going to return some fire as well. Soup knocking out Mobeta Meta. 2 more squads running into each other over here as well. Let's see what Platy sees. Platy needs to get his teammate up if they can eliminate these guys. They are inside the circle, so he's got time. I think he's going to get wrecked if he doesn't pay attention, though. No, he's getting shot from where you were looking. Wow, there is somebody right to the left of him, though. HC Rewind is just chilling in that bush. Do you see him right there? HC Rewind is legit just chilling in a bush. Wow, Rusky and Nimble are doing a great job of holding this little angle. The rest of that team over there was in a good position. Now not doing very well for themselves. And we've got Squad Stomper and Hide Mike bringing in the rear as well. Squad Stomper finally killed Hybrid USA, not able to get the revive off. And let's see what Smarty's going to do with this revive. Smarty is going to get up, not wanting to lay down. Going to get tagged again. Here comes a grenade. Needs to be careful. Grenade kills 2, pushes 1 out, and he's going to get killed by being projected. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't get tagged with a bullet there. Looks like Squad Stomper wants to push him though. And as Squad Stomper pushes the tree, Yatoro pops out and gets the kill. HC Rewind could just literally turn around right now and eliminate him. The worst part is HC Rewind is going to have to run in here, whether he likes it or not. He has to. 8 people left. He's going to have to go in. Hide Mike might be able to get Nimble here. Looks like he was taking the fire at Rusky 21 as well, but Rusky's just standing out in the open now, making a lot of noise with that Mini 14. Obviously going to be a target. Many people not wanting to fight against that gun. And I don't think Hide Mike has anything other than bandages, but it looks like he's going to use them up. They are still a way to med, not the fastest way or the most efficient, but definitely something that you want to use if you have nothing, that's for sure. All these guys are going to have to push in, though, like right now. They all got to go. Hide Mike just ran out to his death. I would have maybe waited. Taking some damage from outside the circle here. And wow, HC Rewind is now going to be able to just crawl in unnoticed almost. And Mini Fridge gets knocked down. Mini Fridge is in a bad situation. Soup is going to have to get him up, and that's going to draw attention from his teammate to come help them now, making it to where HC Rewind is going to be in an even trickier situation now going into the end of the circle. Just barely scooting in, unnoticed, hiding in a bush the entire time. Now being flanked from the back, not a developer. Trying to do something here. Going to throw a grenade over at Nimble. Looks like he underhanded him. Not quite sure if it's going to go far enough with the underhand. It did not. It did not go far at all. So Nimble is now pinched at a tree though, and Soup goes down again, and he's gonna drop like a fly now. Wait, no, Soup might have been the one getting the revive off last time. Yes, it was. Mini Fridge backing off, and it looks like he's gonna get killed here. Rusty's gonna finish off Soup. Mini Fridge Jr. does get it down though. In return, it's up to Not a Developer to finish this off. Not a Developer is gonna go for Nimble as he goes to get the kill, and now it is up to HC Rewind to kill these guys as he goes to get the revive. He has an opportunity right now to down one guy as he's revived. HC Rewind, you've got to take this opportunity to do something here. You've got to take this opportunity to push in. It is a 1v3, and they are getting a guy up right now. You could down the other one, and you're in a 1v1. HC Rewind not paying attention to his notification bar on the bottom left to let him know that there were players down. He didn't take the opportunity. I think he could have won the game there with the element of surprise if he would have gone after the guy who was getting the revive off. I really think that he could have won the game. Looks like he's going to get pushed, though, and they are now looking for him. They are going to find him, and unfortunately, he's going to lose because he did not play aggressive and move up and go for that kill when he heard that the down was there. Very, very nice try, though. Very, very good game, and that will be the the end of it for our second game is we now will be heading into our third and final game of the evening in a sunset map at best. No more fog, no more rain, none of that kind of stuff. We're going to go into a nice, beautiful sunset for our last game of the evening. Hope you guys are having a good time tonight. Once again, my name is Orion. I am your caster and your host this evening. I'm also the PUBG coordinator here at vVv Gaming. If you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me. Come hop in our Discord, discord.gg/vVv-gaming. And let's give a big shout out to our partners too before we head into game 3. Let's give a big shout out to Matcherino first, of course, like we always do. These guys are a great little company that allow us to raise money and gain donations from you guys, and you guys can actually donate $1 for free without even spending your own real money. So be sure to head over to our PUBG announcements, check out the little link that we've got over there with the Matcherino code, and donate $1 absolutely for free at no cost to you as we head into the third and final game this evening. We will also like to give a big shout out to Outfox. These guys have made a wonderful little product. This is a little application that will give you guys better ping, better connectivity, and a better overall experience when you guys are trying to play PUBG. Be sure to check them out. They are the one and only solution to better your experience right now at vvv-gaming.com/Outfox. Download the app today for free and get into the game with better ping and hopefully win some more 1v1s. I will be heading out here, guys, just for a moment to get the third lobby up and going. We'll be back into this thing to get a sunset game for the evening as we go in to the final match for the vVv Gaming weekly PUBG draft. Stay tuned.
Be the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the final game of tonight's vVv Gaming's Draft Sundays. Hope you guys are having a good time this evening. Hope you guys have had fun watching. I've had a great time casting. I'm absolutely exhausted for the weekend. My cousin had a wedding. I've been going back and forth with family to dinners and parties. And I am just ready to enjoy my Monday off. It has been a long weekend of PUBG. It's been a long weekend of fun with the Armageddon series. Week 4 had some teams getting over 300 points this season. They are going to be invited back tomorrow with a large announcement to play in the finals with our victors from Season 1. If you guys are not familiar with that, head over to our website at www.vvv/gaming or -gaming.com/PUBG/register. Once again, that's vvvgaming.com/PUBG/register, and you guys can find out everything you need to know about the Armageddon series, about the PUBG drafts, and about our open Wednesday nights that we do, that I am possibly hinting and rumoring around that I may or may not turn Wednesday nights into a sign-up duos tournament. Maybe prizes. I'm not sure. Maybe. I probably not, because our budget is mostly for the Armageddon series. But we would like to do some duo sign-up tournaments. Maybe we can find some ways to give you guys some tournament titles in the Discord or something. Give you guys, make a duo champions roll, and every one of you guys that wins gets the roll. So maybe we can see about that. I'm not quite sure, but I would like to basically combine what we're doing currently on Wednesdays, which is custom game modes like snipers only, SMGs only, stuff like that. But I want to combine it with a real sign-up two-person tournament. So I want to basically do on Wednesdays maybe crossbows only, or like how we do some nights, no gun spawns on the map, 5 times care package. But make it to where it's announced a few days earlier. It's set up to where you guys can sign up with your friends, grab a buddy, get in. If you got 4 friends, you guys both come in as 2 duos and fight against each other. Make it a more fun experience thing. And we can also do 3v3s. I think we have the ability to do things that other people may not be doing right now. Why not do that? We could even potentially do a 5v5 tournament if we could find it enough. You can have up to 8 players on a team. Potentially, we could have 8-man squads. My only thing about that is if there's one guy left against 8 people, he just does not stand a chance. So the higher the number it goes, the kind of more ridiculous it goes, and you just got all these squads spread out everywhere. So I think the most you could really ever have in this game, respectfully, to still have fun with, is going to be about 5 people. So that's just my opinion. And Hirion, all the way up near Zarky, going to run around the warehouse here, try to find themselves some good loot, try to get themselves some good gear so they can go into the mid parts of this game and be successful. I do not believe anybody came with them. It looks like one of their teammates is North Georgetown. We might run into some engagements right away, as we have tons of people at North Georgetown together. My goodness, Elo Terrace up on the top of the roof looking down at Ranger 4322. Does not know that Curso is in the building next to him. At least I don't think he knows. Now being pushed up from official CT. I'm not quite sure where we go. It's catching up a little bit. The frames in South Georgia are just lovely when there's so many of you here. Official CT is going to push inside this house and go after Curso. Squad Stomper just hit Proximus Blackfin with a vehicle. Not quite sure where that happened. I don't know if that was his friend or what's going on down here. It looks like we've got Proximus Blackfin dying from falling. Oh no, official CT just gets wrecked by Curso. Just like I said, he had no idea he was in there. And official CT is out just like that. Krish, Virus, and Ranger not in a very good position here now, as their teammates are just running in and out of houses, not paying attention to where people are going. Players are still in the sky, flying over towards Milta. Gotta be, yep, heading over towards Milta, Lipovka. And I've always noticed that the third games of the night, people just go ham. Now, these scores will take me a few moments to tally up afterwards. So be sure to come into the Discord at discord.gg/vvv-gaming to find out the scores. I will post them in the PUBG announcements. We always do. I will not leave the stream active for 10-15 minutes playing music just so you guys can hear me verbally say it. Just come stop by the Discord so you guys can figure out who won this evening, so the bragging rights can be shared. Looks like Captain's down here with an ump. Might see somebody out the window. Looks like he's standing up at the top, and Krish is going to knock out Captain. Krish getting a good shot off with the AKM, now pushing up to the east side of the building with Ranger, needing to go after Curzo, but that's a completely different squad. Ranger might go in there and try to finish off the kill. I'm not sure if he thinks there's anybody else in there. Ranger's going to go into the middle building. I'm not quite sure why he's doing that. I think he just wants to kind of overlook and oversight and make sure nobody's going to come and try to get the revive off on Captain. And it sounds like we've got an SKS taking some good shots as well. Jake is returning fire with his AKM, it seems. There's AKM. Is AKM, it seems. As Jake is now going to slow walk. That must have been a little bit of a glitch. As I zoomed out, he skipped up about 10 feet. And it looks like Captain's going to be in a very tricky situation here, unfortunately. Kind of feeling for Captain now. Ding Dong Donald inside this house is an enemy, and he's just hanging out on the roof above. I don't think the guy inside even knows he's there, and he's going to drop inside the building now and go for the kill. He needs to be extremely careful. He's going to push to the left, and Ding Dong Donald just runs in and knocks him out. What a sick play. Had no idea the guy was on the roof. And now Elo Terrace is going to be down. Virus is up on the house doing work as well, and it is down to Leviathans and Curzo to do the rest of the work here for their squad. Virus killing off Elo Terrace very early. Elo Terrace being one of the better players early on in the match. And Krishik finally killed Captain Sabaho. Wonder if they were talking in game. I know that they were friends. Captain, a vVv member, or a vVv community member, not a member of vVv yet. Working towards it. Krishik, a very, very good friend of mine. Play PUBG with him almost every day. Always fun to see your friends knock out one of your other friends and have some friendly banter later on in the Discord. I'm going to get my popcorn for that later. Yeah. Got me some ginger beer and some popcorn. Let's head over to this care package to see what we got going on. Looks like everyone's going to have to head towards Georgepool here momentarily as the circle is going to start coming in. And where are we going to go with this drop? Has anyone gotten it? They have not. Groza, 90 bullets, level 3 helmet, and a med kit. That's an unfortunate thing to have to pick up. Ding Dong Donald just killed Jake BMX. So Jake not doing too hot here on the south side of Georgepool, being eliminated. It looks like Chris and Curzo and Virus might get into a little bit of a standoff here. It looks like Leviathan is helping them look in that direction. I'm pretty sure that care package is going to get picked up. Curzo looking right at Chris. Chris needs to do something about it, and he does. Chris is just wrecking over here on the north side of Georgepool today. Doing a sick job as Leviathanses or Leviathans. I don't know. I'm just going to call you Lev. If I don't know how to spell your name, I'm saying the first 3 letters, and that's it. That's all you get. Ooh, Krisha getting knocked down. Unfortunately, Ranger's going to have to go up behind the wall here and get a revive off. If he goes in after a Virus, it might be the bad play. He needs to sit on the wall here and get Krish up. So that way they have a better chance of surviving here. Ranger's not taking his time to do this. Ding Dong's going to go over to the rocks, and they might make a play here if they're not careful. Leviathan's going down inside the apartment. Krish is going to get up, but is he going to be able to go inside? Longest revive of my life. My goodness, I think we need to make another game with 2-second revives because that stuff is insanely fun. And Ranger has no idea this guy's at the rocks here. Krishik is going to get lit up next. Has no idea he's over here. And they are down and out for the count, unfortunately. And there goes the squad being pinched behind. Ding Dong not being a ding dong today. Using his head and making some good, insanely well calculated plays by moving around to the rocks there. HC Rewind moving north over here next to the apartments, as you can see. I don't know if he's by himself. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Let's not take a look here. My goodness. You didn't see that. None of you saw that, okay? None of that happened, all right? AC Rewind is very close to his team, as you can see. The team's out at Primorsk. I think this is an insanely good tactical advantage. You always want to hold different angles and make sure that you can keep a good eye on the enemy from a distance, but I don't know if this is the best way to practice that methodology. We might have to talk to HC Rewind and remind him that being closer to your team allows you to be revived, but I'm sure he knows that. He does have a crossbow. I think he's just going crossbow Rambo, and I love it. Maybe he was taking a pee or something. I'm not quite sure what he was doing, but he's back now and by himself, but he is in the circle, unlike his teammates. Man, do we have a lot of people over to the east making big mistakes and big choices to go over there, now having to drive in later together. As we see many squads opting to split up. You can see this teal color with their teammate over here. Kind of staying spread out. Not quite sure what the thought process is on that one. Your boy Dre and their team are coming over across the bridge now. Davey way down at military. Looks like he is avoiding his team. Not quite sure what was going on there. Oh, that's his team. I'm sorry. Looks like they're spread out as well. Looks like we're having some players spreading out for some tactical advantages, trying to get some better angles on people. Now, Hiding Mike is definitely not hiding as he's running right through the open. Does have himself an M4, does have an extended clip in it. As you can see, it has 40 bullets in it. Only a level 1 vest and a level 1 helmet, though. So he's going to have to find something else. And probably has the best gun in the game, the pump shotgun, that you can one-tap somebody in the chest with. And then while you're reloading for the 74 hours that it takes, you know, get tapped by the same shotgun in the chest and go down. So, you know, my favorite shotgun. I love I love never getting kills with it, but getting wrecked by it is probably my favorite thing in the game. I wake up and I drink coffee every morning just to experience it. Amen, Reverend. Hyde Mike's going to take his dossier and get the heck on out of there, as the circle is heading west, and they need to follow it, my friends, to stay alive. Let's slow it down here a little bit. We don't want things looking a little shaky, trying to keep it smooth and sexy for you guys, as we have an insanely long match ahead of us, as many players once again are opting to stay far away from each other. I want to make like a fist only and just force everybody to jump at school. I think we should do that one night. Just make it to where it's a school jump. Take all the guns off the map. All 100 people have to drop in the school grounds, inside the walls. You can't go outside the walls. If you do, I'll kick you. And that's how we will win the game. I would love to do that. I think we're going to do that. I think we need to do that. Leave some hype in the chat if you guys think that that would be a sweet idea to do. Also leave in chat if you guys think it'd be a terrible idea to do. I'd love to hear your opinions on both sides of the story. I will say that the 5x care package games are absolutely so fun to cast and watch. You guys are so good at those. Running around, going to get care packages insanely early in the game. Sometimes I'll spawn the maps with absolutely no guns spawning, so the only way to get a gun in the entire game is from a care package. So at the end of the game, it's just 10 or 12 people left alive, all with care package guns. And it is sick. I've had some players who have messaged me afterwards saying I had 80 rounds of AWN ammo and that they were just having a blast. I've seen guys carrying AWMs and Car 98s not wanting to have anything other than sniper rifle. We've seen some really funny, interesting stuff in those game modes. Now we've got a car driving past here. We're going to see anything happen about it. Looks like Broxy Doxy is going to deviate away from that so he doesn't get killed. Not a developer, also going to deviate on his course. Hopefully not to get shot by Plythe and Hybrid. Looks like Plythe and Hybrid are going to take some, but not going to land it, unfortunately. As we head inside the circle, Kameshki still being looted. Stalber still being looted as the circle is pushing to the west. And we're going to head over to the North George Pool. Right as we go in here, we're seeing people getting shot and downed already. Near the bridge, looks like Ding Dong Donald got shot out of a vehicle as his teammate just kept, nope, looks like his teammate's coming back to help him, and he is going to get shot out of the car, and unfortunately, that is not the way that you want to go. Valiant, your boy Dre, Papa Flame, and the rest of the squad heading over to this complex just south across the river, may be able to do some retaliation efforts here, hearing that combat just moments ago, but we will have to find out as we go into the later parts of the game. Let's take a moment here to back up. Just get a nice little slow aerial view of what we got going on here. Now I see another squad coming in on another vehicle. I don't think they're going to be seen, though, as these guys are down inside the quarry. Huge ridge here. Not going to be able to see them. Many players still outside the circle. Very interesting way to play the game. I know a lot of people like to do that. I know it's technically considered safe, but I don't like wasting the meds on it, honestly. But I do understand the ideology behind it. You stay outside the circle, there's going to be less people there who want to fight you. It's very, very common that people do that. And my gosh, what is happening over here? We got to go to the aerial view. I have no idea why the map thing isn't working. I don't know if this is a change that they've made. I used to be able to click on people from the map. They might have taken it out because it was laggy, but I am not quite sure. Changing on me every week. I'm having to adjust and learn the new things on the fly, as I'm not allowed to host custom games unless you guys are in here enjoying them. Blue wants to make sure I'm not over here enjoying things by myself. They want to make sure I'm sharing it with you guys. Also, if you guys have any feedback, any noticeable bugs, glitches, anything that you guys have seen that have not been reported, anything that you guys would like to see in the game, new guns, any sort of map ideas, anything, shoot them in the text. Shoot me a message over on the vVv Gaming Discord, because I write reports to PUBG after all of our events to let them know how they went, let them know what our players' feedback was, let them know what our audience feedback was, and our overall goals and ideas for the future events. So they love to hear from us. They love to hear from you guys, and you guys are in here playing in these tournaments, and you know the most. So let me know if there's anything that I can do to help improve this game and make suggestions for you. Coyote Arm, not going to get it lit up by that Tommy gun. Probably the worst gun you can have for that situation. You know, the Tommy gun, as much as I was excited about it coming in the game, I just think it needs to be able to have some sort of scope on it. If it's going to be in the game, it needs to have some sort of scope on it. You're going to have to be able to attach something on it. The rails on that gun are just not something that are helpful. It's just not a good situation to have to use that, unfortunately. Looks like we've got another care package dropping over here towards the north side of the George Pool Bridge. And we have 2, 3, 4, 5 squads pushing over here. Let's see what happens. Looks like Broxy Doxy just got knocked outside the play zone. I know he was on his motorcycle. Was he just taking his time? Looks like he might have DC'd, actually. Completely unfortunately. Papa Flame going down. This is Valiant Squad. The Tempo Storm guys are in a very, very tricky situation here. Mad Binksky doing some work in the background as well. We're going to have squad fights happening everywhere as all these players are going to start pushing up into each other. Papa Flame being killed, completely eliminated, trying to crawl up the stairs to get in and get a revive off. Your boy Dre is going to be absolutely wrecked on this bridge, unfortunately, and there's nothing they're going to be able to do about that. Valiant and their team inside the hut trying to do some return fire to help his squad mates. Dazex is going to get possibly eliminated with an M14 out the window here, and I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. And your boy Dre is trying to go downside inside the rocks here to get a revive off. And you know what? He's going to go for it. He's going to go to try to get your boy Dre up. Dazex pushing outside, trying to get the revive off. Really not in the worst spot ever. He might have just wanted to jump in the water and swim over there, but that might not have been fast enough as we've got people driving in the water down the river here just to stay safe. If he crawls in the water, he can still be revived there. I'm pretty sure they're going to get your boy Dre up. That is an absolutely insane revive as he goes down in the water to complete it. Another squad hanging out in the water for protection as well. Very common for squads to just dive right into the water. And wow, what just happened? Who just got knocked out in the vehicle? Was that a bug? That had to have been a bug. That had to have been a bug. Okay. Saw some stuff that definitely wasn't a bug, and we now have Soup being knocked down here. As the squad mates are going to come back to help get a revive off. It looks like Mini Fridge is in a very, very bad spot as well. Teams having to come back to help, and they are now in a 3v1 situation because Developer is needing to do all the reviving. It looks like Devel is knocking out Dank Monkey Kush in the background. What a name. My goodness. Mang Ecstasy and Fishy McBites. What is that bike doing? What are you doing, man? Settle down, bike. Gonna go ahead and get a revive off here. Looks like Mini Fridge Jr. is still gonna be at the wall. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get the revive off. I'm not quite sure if they're even gonna try to push in to get these guys. There's many, many, many players up here north. We're gonna see an absolute madhouse going on here shortly, but I want to see what your boy Dre, Dazix, and Valiant do going in to this part of the game mode. Not a developer. This part of the game mode. This part of the match. This part of the mid game. Not developer Mini Fridge. That bike needs to stop it. You're ruining it. Excuse me. Just having some personal issues here. Dazix might throw a grenade in here. Does pull out his double barrel. Did not have that thing reloaded. Throws that grenade. It looks like he already pulled the pin. He's going to try to get a little bit of a cook time on it. Grenade is going to blow up. Who's it going to go near? Ooh, if he would have cooked that thing longer, he would have gotten both of them. Unfortunately, not playing it and cooking it long enough. Non-developer is going to have to go back and get Soup now to help with Mini Fridge. Does have an M24, it looked like. So he does have himself a good sniper rifle. He might lose that thing if he's not careful. Your boy Dre going to get tagged, and they're going to trade. Your boy Dre is going to go down fast here. Drazik pushing up to get the revive off. Now, Soup is going to get up with Mini Fridge over here. Valiant's holding the back line here to make sure that they don't get the revive off and just push in and help get this elimination. Mini Fridge Jr. falling back to the north side of the complex, going out to the wall. Soup is going to follow and do the same. Your boy Dre needs a med. Dazix might jump over the wall here and try to get some sort of shotgun kill on this guy. Doesn't look like he had that thing reloaded. He's going to do a little bit of a jump shotty here and try to eliminate him. It's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to do another one right here to eliminate and finish off this kill. As it ticks away anyway. Soup and Mini Fridge Jr. now in a very tricky situation, working in a 2v3. Probably would have had a better overall outcome with this if they just would have stayed together. And Valiant, where the heck did Valiant go? Man, Valiant is like the king of flanks. I don't know if you guys have noticed all night, but this dude literally just flanks everywhere. And I'm not seeing anything else going on right now. We've got players spread out everywhere. I know we might have a squad fight going on right here, but I am keeping an eye out, guys, and I assure you that I will make sure that we can witness as many fights as possible. And right now, it looks like this is where we're going to see the one that we should be caring about. As we've been witnessing this for long enough, we need to see how this turns out. That frickin' bike. Soup and Mini Fridge Jr. still holding out. Looks like we've got some shots going at the guys in the vehicles. And of course the second I leave, they down your boy Dre. Why wouldn't they? The caster's curse. The second you take your eyes off some action, something else picks up, and it's going to be up to Valiant to hold down this angle once again. Many squads shooting each other here on the top of the hill any moment now. And are we going to see Soup and Mini Fridge do something about this? Valiant flanking around, seeing that player coming outside the house. Your boy Dre somehow getting up again. I think if he goes down one more time, that'll be the third or fourth time he's been down this game. So he's going to need to be revived insanely fast if he gets down at any point in this game going forward. Let's look away for just a second. We'll see if we can trick the game into caster cursing it. What? You're going to shoot? Okay. We're going to head over here and just see if we can just run into something. What? You're going to... Okay. All right. Heroin is knocked out. Maniacal. Let's head over there. And that is over here at the south side of North George Pool. And they're getting tagged from all the way across the water, it seems. Now also being shot at from the east as well. And these guys are just not in the greatest situation. And of course, Valiant just killed Soup. And of course, he just knocked him out the second we left the fight. But you saw it over there. You knew what was going on. Valiant is doing work on the outside of that wall. Kai Kwai, I didn't want to sit there all game and watch them. They're pros. They get enough screen time. Let's get some of these younger guys, some of these smaller guys in here and get them some Twitch time. You know what I'm saying? All these guys deserve to be seen. Anybody who shows up on time and plays in a tournament and does what they sign up for, I respect them. They deserve to be on TV. You know what I'm saying? Give that boy a medal. Participation trophies for everybody, just so I can take it away from you. Winning charity. Getting knocked down. Not quite sure if he's going to be able to get revived, as we are now having people dropping like flies everywhere. Making this a massively insane cluster of combat. Look at that map. It's so cool being able to see the spectator mode, isn't it? Seeing the map and seeing where the players is. I just love it. I think it's such an awesome thing that we get to do every week. We're so fortunate and so blessed to have the opportunity to have fun like this. And Valiant getting knocked out, getting wrecked over here. Mini Fridge doing some work. Are they going to get the revive off? And I'm pretty sure your boy Dre just killed Mini Fridge, and now they're just going to get Valiant up. Might even take his little purple suit he's got over there. It looks like Crooks is reloading. Possibly taking fire at somebody, and he is shooting at Alan Monster 0914, and he is going to get tagged as he runs in. Man, Mini 14s are everywhere. I love the sound of that gun. It just sounds so good. Now getting tagged from up on the hill. Looks like Mad Binsky doing some work earlier with that same gun. Is going to lay down some heat fire. Heading towards the west again. Looking northwest. Now sees Pimp Triggs. Might try to get some good shots on him. Does tag him once. Does tag him twice. Does tag him a third time. He's going to get a fourth. He's going to get a fifth. He's going to get a fifth shot. He's going to get on. He doesn't get it down. Pimp Triggs is going to get him down. Mad Binsky needs to fall back. Unfortunately, missing his last 3 shots. Being King Potato here, as Matt Binsky now needs to get revived before his teammate gets up, as he is going to be dying fast. Circle is coming in. Pimp Triggs does get down. Both squads are needing to get their teammates up. 38 players left alive going into the medium-sized circles here towards the end of the game. Crooks is going to try to get the revive off. Crooks picking up an MK14, being nice enough to share it with his teammates last game. Learn from him, players. Learn from him. Be nice, be respectful, have fun. Understand that not everybody that plays in these draft tournaments are the same rating and skill level as you, and that is the entire point of it. The entire point of this is not for you to get paired up with your friends. It's for you to meet new people and teach them. If you think you're better at this game, don't tell them that. Teach them that. Explain to them why. Mini 14, sudden strikes, holding down this hill, doing extremely well. Pimp Triggs, I think, is going to get finished off here, as all these guys now have to push in because of the circle. Boogie and Mad Binsky are going to try to come in and try to get Crooks. Looks like sudden strikes of Crooks are going to be the last ones left to try to do anything about this. Mile High Storm just got knocked out by Sun with the Mini 14. Smarty in the background just killed Pimp Triggs. Not quite sure where Smarty was, but looks like he's stealing a kill. Looks like he's across the way to the right there with the Car 98, stealing some kills as everyone's starting to push into the last circles now. Many people down here on the south side of George Pool over by the crates as well. Davey sitting by a rock looking for Rococo and Anderson S as they are coming outside of this building. Tyrannus is hanging out right by the wall and the fence here as well. I'm not quite sure they know. Well, they obviously know they're here now. They're all looking in that direction, and he's throwing a grenade. So that was terrible casting on my part. Yes, they know he's there, obviously. Looks like Davey's in a really tricky situation here going against Tyrannus. He might see Tyrannus pushing against the water. Dave's just knocked out Mile High Storm, same little engagement that we were watching up to the north, and I want to see what Davey does here. He's in a very tricky situation. Your boy Dre just knocked out Yabinski, and Valiant just killed Mile High. All right, game. Let's keep an eye on that, on Davey's name on the kill feed, and see what he can do down there, as we know he's in a 1v3 situation. Your boy Dre and their team are now going to have to push in the middle of an open field. Time Bandit getting knocked out by Dazik. Same squad. Valiant and their team doing absolute work as they push up. Tyrannus just knocked out Davey, so Davey is going to be eliminated here, and they are not going to be able to help him, as his team is already inside the circle way up to the north. And let's take a look at this circle, as we now have the rest of the squad being eliminated by Dazix. The H-Turtle has knocked out Dazix, so Dazix is actually going down. And they're just going to leave him. Valiant and your boy Dre are going to leave him. They can't make it there back in time. Dazix knows it. He's probably calling out, telling his team to go forward. 31 left alive. Your boy Dre and Valiant are pushed up through the hills. Now in a very bad situation. Plythe and Smarty have a great angle on them. Looks like they have already been lighting some shots up as your boy Dre gets down to about 60% HP. Looks like we've got another down going off way over here in the distance. Let's check it out, as we've got a fight at the Wizard Tower. True 49, a.k.a. Peter, inside this Wizard Tower up on the top floor, and I don't think he's going to be in a very good situation here. Winning Charity just needs to throw a grenade up there. Looks like he's looking around, making sure the team isn't anywhere. Popsicles is also there. All on the same team. They are now shooting out the windows, making sure that Chewy is living in fear. And unfortunately, I don't think Chewy's going to be able to make it out of this. And let's just zoom back out and see what we see. It looks like Valiant has gone down and he is bleeding out. It is going to be up to your boy Dre to finish this out for the rest of the game. And just like I said, Smarty using that high ground advantage to eliminate some of the best players in the game currently on the NA leaderboards. Pretty sure Valiant is a 2,800 rating. That's nuts. Oh, and there it is! Kobe! 2 points. Wrong sport. My apologies, guys. Let's head back over to the action here as it looks like we've got 3 squads here on the hill. Sudden Strikes and Crooks are holding down the north side of this little ridge, pushing into your boy Dre now, but it looks like Yay Turtle and their team's going to come up and possibly see all 3 of them. If Crooks and Sudden Strikes are not paying attention, they could be in a very, very bad situation not paying attention to these hills right now. It's amazing how people just avoid these open valleys and just all click on the ridge lines. You can almost just assume where people are going to be in this game mode. Nimble just knocked out Popsicles. It looks like Popsicles is going to go down over there to the right. I want to keep an eye on everybody so you guys can see Sudden Strikes is getting knocked down by your boy Dre. Your boy Dre is going to be in a good situation now as Crooks is pushing up to kind of help with this squad to the south. And if Crooks can do something about this, he's going to be in a great position. But I don't think he has any idea that he's literally running parallel to somebody. Like, there's literally somebody right here. Yay Turtle is right there. Crooks is going for Plythe. Unfortunately, he is not going to be able to get it, and his teammate dies. Your boy Dre now with a huge head start against these guys is going to be able to push in, hearing that those guys took his kill. Well, took the other kill and made it to where his down was finished. They're now going to know they're in a bad situation. Hybrid taking shots down at your boy Dre. Looks like your boy Dre's just going to go for it. Not the best decision. This car is just going to get blown up if he's not careful. Yep, and he knows it. He's just going to go ahead and hop out. I think he just wants to fight these guys. He tried to make a play for it. He needs to get closer. He knows they're going to push him. But if he closes the gap, he tightens the angles. He makes it harder for the team to push him. And now he's going to get tagged by these guys maybe. No way. They're just going to let him push up. I don't even know if they know that he's right there. He's going to get tagged for sure right now. Yay Turtle has to see him pushing. I don't think he sees him pushing right now. He's going to try to get to the tree and continue fighting this fight with his team here. Trying to lay down some fire. And look how fast his reaction time is as you see him get up there and get angle and get on target in almost a second. That is just an insanely fast reaction time, man, but just not fast enough, unfortunately. Spartacus going down as well outside the circle, it looks like. And I think those guys are going to be down. Unfortunately, that is going to take too much damage trying to get in. Popsicles might be able to get the revive off. And now look at this. One squad way over here, all the way to the east. I think we're going to avoid them as that is not where we're going to see some of the action. Looks like Level Up, Hide Mike, and Twitch SKS Mini are going to hang out inside this little complex here. Take their time. Popsicles killed Spartacus with the Scar L. I don't know if he killed him to make it to where he could take the loot faster. I'm pretty sure that was his teammate. I'm not quite sure. I think he killed him so he could take his meds. Because it looks like he's going to stop and maybe use some sort of first aid or something. Now let's get an angle here on Vox. I want to see what Vox is here. And Popsicles does die outside the play zone, so he didn't have meds. So yes, these guys are running along the ridge line, as you can see here. Ooh, man, they are going to have to push in, though, on the other side of the bridge and get up here by the street. And that is not going to be good for them, considering they are being watched at a house here. Herion getting lit up. Entire team over here not doing a very good job on the outside of the apartment. All in the same little corner. If a grenade scooted past there, they'd be in bad company. Davila flanking around to the front side of the apartment, going over on the south side of it. Might flank around to the east side all the way to the back if he wants to. I'm not quite sure if he's going to do that. Sounds like he's just listening right now. Potentially have gone inside. He is not. He is still on the outside of the building as we have a 3v3 situation happening here with one squad all on the same side of the building together. Possibly not doing the best that they could be doing for that situation. And Harion's going to get stuck by the vehicle. Now more squads are fighting on the hill as they start coming in. Davila just knocked out Cable Guy. So Davila from behind knocking out Cable Guy. Is he going to be able to get another one of the players on the team? If they can just get Harion, they're going to get a great advantage here. And Davila doing work for his team. And I think he can make that in, honestly. I think he can make it in. And he needs to possibly met up, though. We're going to stay in this overhead view as we have so many things happening. Rokogo needs to get revived. Teammates up to the north need to help him get up. Donut Hole and Davila. Davila's going to try to take the car and get in somewhere. Looks like he's opted to use a first aid before he starts driving as well. Is Davila going to heal? He does. He does use a first aid. Now he's going to take off in that Dacia and try to get in. Donut Hole just barely making it out inside the play or outside the play zone. Unfortunately going down, and that is going to be the end for Donut Hole. If Davila can make it in here, I don't know if Davila is going to. I think it's just doing too much damage. The car is ruined, and they are down to 14 players left alive. Anderson S. Right here on this hillside, Vox Pop, I think, lit him up, and Tyrannus here is holding a really bad spot. not much he's going to be able to do about this as he's running back over the hill now. You can see the other 4 players in the complex over there jumping out of the house now, going down on the floor, wanting to push in now, knowing that the circle is going to force them to do so. We have an entire squad over here on the right as well, looking right up on the hill. If Tyrannus is not careful, he might just get eliminated by Hybrid USA right here. I don't even think Hybrid sees him. I don't even think Hybrid saw him up there to the left. Does he not see Tyrannus running up there right in front of him? They got to be making the call now. Nimble getting knocked out. Running in from the north side of the street. Tyrannus getting killed by exactly who I thought. Oh, well, Plythe ended up getting the kill, but it looked like Hybrid was shooting him as well. Nimble, are they going to seriously go for a revive right there? Dude, that is so risky. I love it. Let's go for it. Get your team up, man. You need him. Man, VoxPop and LNT, I do not know if they're going to be able to do much about this. They are insanely pinched. One of my favorite reasons to push in late with the circle rather than early is what just happened right there. Getting pinched between 2 squads, and I have a feeling that this might just end up being 2 full squads fighting each other across the other side of the hill. But Plythe getting knocked down in the background. Many players going down as you see these 4 guys on the left push up on the tops of the hill. LNT is just going to barely sit on the inside of the circle, and he's just going to hang out, play his ridge, and make sure that nobody can see him. I think Hyde and Mike maybe sees him. I'm not sure. They threw a grenade down there to try to do something. It looks like Nimble might get eliminated here. Now that squad is holding the hill, which they can use to push in. So Hybrid's already in. It looks like Hybrid's the only one who's actually still in the game in the right zone right now. LNT trying to shoot up the hill, trying to get a better angle on these guys, and now giving away his position, knowing he's being seen, he's going to get pushed by SKS. SKS hanging out by the tree here. Not quite sure who's going to push you, but SKS going to get shot from across the street, not paying attention to the guys who have been east the entire time, and he's going to get down, and I do not see any teammates going to be able to come here and get this revive off, unfortunately. And Squad Stomper just gets knocked down as well. Man, if LNT could just eliminate some guys over here on the right and help himself a little bit, he might be in a good situation to win this thing. I love it when like 2 squads fight and then the last guy just comes in and just like kills 2 guys and then just steals all the kills and wins. LNT PNG just hanging out over there. Not quite sure what he sees. Now he sees Smarty. Let's take a first person perspective. Knowing there's an entire squad over there, knowing there's an entire squad in front of him, pretty sure he might be able to do the math here and think that he might be up against 2 full squads, and he 100% is now, eliminating 1 officially. 1 player does get down, though. Yay Turtle's going to get down. I don't think he's going to be able to get revived up, so this is exactly what I was talking about. LNT is going to be in a good situation. So squad's going to get down again. Smarty needs to push up. Plythe and Smarty and Hybrid, I think, are in the best situations right now. LNT just needs to go in. LNT's going to die if he stays outside the circle. He just needs to run. He's going to run right into Smarty, and Smarty sees him as he pops up. I don't think that was smart. I think running up the backside of this ridge and flanking these guys, owning the high ground, would have been the best way to play that. But we are down to a 3v2. Hyde and Mike running down the hill. Smarty flanking behind him. He's going to flank down to 11 and Levimp. Wow, Levimp gets the down. Are you kidding me? Hyde and Mike is going to be in a 1v1 situation. Are you joking me? Let's see what Hyde and Mike can do here as we now have a 1v1 happening. Are you joking me? Woo! MK14 right past your head. Looks like the teammate's going to come over here and try to give some information, but there's not much information to give. And this circle has kind of come to Hyde and Mike, so I think Mike can actually leave the circle the latest. As we are down to a 1v1 here. Mike's going to take a drink. Needs to get a little bit of a refreshment going if he's going to continue playing. Says he's been running a lot, having a lot of fights. Needs to rehydrate. Nothing like a good old energy drink filled with terrible stuff to get you going in the morning. Hybrid USA going to start smoking out, getting some underhand tosses going. Looks like he's got about 3 or 4 out there on the field now. And let's view this from his perspective and see what he sees. As Hyde and Mike, I think, is going to be the one in a better situation here. Looks like he just wanted to make sure that he's going to be okay. As we watch Hybrid USA start his approach. Hybrid taking some serious damage from being outside the circle. Just needs to get in. He's going to go down. And wow, it is very, very close. It is up to Hybrid just to get in the circle. And it's going to be just a matter of who gets the last kill. And it is Hyde and Mike that does just that. Hyde and Mike and their team coming in first place for our final game of the evening. Doing a great job playing together as a team. Holding that hill towards the end. And my goodness, was that a good game. Insanely fun to watch. Good fun. I hope you guys had a great time watching that. Hope you guys have a great time playing in them as well. I know a lot of you guys like to rewatch these afterwards. So big shout out to you for being supportive of us over here at vVv Gaming. And big shout out to all you guys for playing this evening and having a good time. I'm going to tally up the scores. It'll take me about 15 minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes. I like to double check and make sure so nobody, rages at me and says I don't know how to count. So bear with me, guys. I'm going to tally up the scores. And be sure to hop over to our Discord at discord.gg/vVv-gaming to find out who won this evening and what the overall total scores were. Now, if you guys did not know, be sure to set your role when you get into our Discord. There's a 15-minute delay, so once you're in Discord for 15 minutes, you can then set your roles, which is in the set role text channel. Add the PUBG game. You just use the command that we have typed in there, and that way you guys can gain access to the PUBG announcements, the PUBG chat, and the PUBG looking for group channels that we have in our Discord. So make sure you guys come join, come be a part of the PUBG community, and come have some fun with us, and let's play some games. I'm going to head off here and start counting up the scores and giving it a tally so we can get in and get back and have some more fun later this week as we go into Wednesday games. I'll probably do a duos tournament. Not quite sure what we're going to do yet, but we will just get right back into things this week with some new processes and some new tournaments for you guys to play in, and possibly a duo one coming out here in the next few days. So before we head out, let's give a big shout out to Match Reno. These guys are a crowdfunding platform that we use. You guys can donate $1 for free, absolutely no cost to you, just by hopping on the link and using the code that we give for free. Check it out. The code from the night was a little bit, just scroll up a little bit in the PUBG announcements and you should see it. Moobot has also been spamming it all night, and I believe the code for that one is vVv177. So be sure to head over there, donate $1 for free. Also like to give a big shout out to Xpolls and Outfox. Xpolls is the crowdfunding or the sourcing platform that we use to get all the players to come play in these tournaments. A lot of you guys came from there this evening. Thank you to them, and thank you to you guys for joining us. And I also like to give a big shout out to Outfox. These guys have made the one and only solution for us to have better connections while we play PUBG, and it's just an absolutely great tool. I run it every day when I play myself, and some games it gives me a good 15 to 18% increase on my ping, making me have a better connection and hopefully making it to where I'm winning some more engagements and I don't have to blame the game anymore, right? All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this evening. I'm going to head out and get ready to tie the scores and have a good one. We'll be back Wednesday for some more action, some more fun, and I will see you guys in the battlegrounds. I'm Orion signing off, and we'll see you soon. Take care.